Hello guys, welcome to English Tour on the playlist that you are going to learn 80% of English grammar in 20 sessions. Today we are going to explore the present perfect tense, which is like time traveling between the past and now. It's the tense you use when you want to talk about things that happened in the past but are somehow still important right now. Sounds cool, right? Let's dive in. Okay, fine. First of all, let me tell you what the present perfect is. The present perfect tense is a mix of past and present. You use it when something happened at some point in the past, but it still affects the present moment. It's like saying, hey, I have done this and it matters right now. For example, I have eaten breakfast, so I'm not hungry now. So you can see the connection between the past and present here. Or she has finished her homework, so she is ready to play. Easy, right? Now let me teach you how to form the present perfect. It's super easy to form the present perfect. You just need the helping verb have or has, has for he, she, or it, and the past participle of the main verb. Don't worry, we'll talk about that later. So here's the formula. Subject plus have or has plus past participle. For example, she has finished her homework. Look, she is the subject, has is the helping verb or auxiliary verb, and finished is the past participle. Or I have seen that movie. Okay, so far so good, but what is past participle? Now let's talk about the past participle. This is just a fancy name for the special form of the verb that we use in the present perfect. For regular verbs, it's the same as the past tense, just add ed. For example, I have played soccer. So played here is the past participle form. Or she has cooked dinner. But for irregular verbs, things can get a little tricky. But don't worry, you will get used to them very soon. For example, I have eaten lunch. Look, not eated, eaten. Or he has gone to the store, not he has go to the store. Don't add ed for irregular verbs. Okay, fine. But when to use the present perfect? We use the present perfect when something happened in the past, but we don't say when exactly, and it has a connection to now. Here are some examples. I have lived in this city for 5 years, and I still live here. So look, it has a connection to now. Or she has known him since childhood and they are still friends. So you can find a connection to now. And the last example, I have finished my homework. Look, we didn't mention a specific time like yesterday or last week. It's all about the past and now and the connection. Okay, so far so good. Look, certain words love to hang out with the present perfect. They are like the best friends of this tense. Just, already, and yet. Let me introduce them to you. Number one is just. For example, I have just eaten dinner, so I'm full. Look, we use just after helping verb or auxiliary verb have. I have just eaten dinner. So it emphasizes the action happened moments ago. Just now. Number two is already. For example, they have already left. So it shows that the action was completed sooner than I expected. And number three is yet. Has she arrived yet? Look, we used yet in the questions or negative about expected actions. And don't forget about for and since. They are so important. We use for to talk about a period of time. For example, we have lived here for 3 years. But we use since to talk about when something started. For example, I have worked here since 2020. Okay, fine. Now let's look at how to make positive and negative sentences and ask questions in the present perfect. For positive sentence, it's so easy. We use the formula subject plus helping verb have or has plus past participle. For example, I have seen that movie. But if we want to make it negative, we just add not to our auxiliary verb or helping verb. For example, I have not seen that movie or I haven't seen that movie. For has, we can say she hasn't seen that movie. And if we want to make a question form, we just swap the subject and the auxiliary verb. For example, have you seen that movie or has she seen that movie? So it's easy, yes? Okay, fine. Let me tell you something important. Sometimes people get confused between the present perfect and the past simple. But don't worry. Here's the trick. Use the past simple when you talk about the specific time in the past. Be careful. A specific time in the past. For example, I saw him yesterday. We know the time when it happens. Yes? But use the present perfect when the time is not important or it affects now. For example, I have seen that movie. So look, I have seen that movie. That's all you need to know. It's not about the time. So let me tell you the key rule. If you state when an action happened, use simple past. But if when is unknown or irrelevant, use present perfect. Okay? Fine. Very good. Okay, now let's practice. Fill in the blank with the verbs you have been given. Pause the video and answer them. Okay, I hope you answered them correctly. She has traveled to Paris several times. They haven't done their homework yet. Be careful. We use yet in negative sentences or questions. I have watched that movie before. Okay, it's piece of cake, and that's all about the present perfect tense. Now you can tell about your past experiences and show how they connect to the present. So, what have you done lately? Share it with your friends and keep practicing. Okay, we have reached to the end. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Until future videos, goodbye.